is a pink keyboard and it doesn't sound too good. I only have $20 to upgrade it. A channel called Pockify challenged me to see who can upgrade this keyboard better. And if I lose, I have to let my husband do my makeup. So let's not mess this up.
The competition, beginner versus expert.
Yes, I'm the expert.
And yeah,
I'm the
you
expert.
are the expert. Yeah, let's be clear. I've done maybe like a few tweaks with my other keyboard, but that's just basic stuff.
$20 is not much to work with, so we need to make this money stretch. And my opponent, Sander, will be operating with a blank check, so the odds are stacked against me. Everything, including the tools and modding materials, will be included in the budget for me, so it's going to be an uphill battle. So I'm going to start by getting the tools that I need. Switch puller and keycap puller. So I'm going to pick up one of these bad boys for $3.50. Is that a good decision? Probably not. And with every cheap mod comes blue tape. Ah yes, blue tape. That only costs $3. Gonna make it extra poppy, I hope. So lubing materials is actually really expensive. Now many of you are going to ask, Betty, why didn't you lube your switches? And the answer is because of this. That much lube costs about $12. Not only that, but you also need a lube brush. You need a switch opener, which is also fairly expensive. And that's it. Your budget is spent. I can't do that. That's not worth it. However, there are other ways to make your keyboard sound better. Something that I've always wanted to try. KBD fans switch pads for $5.90. Made of Poron, the same fancy material that you see in all the custom keyboard to get you the nice poppy marbly sound. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yes, get that. Poppy marbles. Looks to be around $10-ish that I've spent so far. That's not bad. So stabilizer, spacebar. Spacebar is a really big deal. KBD fans has really affordable diagonal cutting pliers for the same price as a lube brush. That's a steal. Let me calculate the price of everything so far. $14.55. You know what I need for stabilizers? Dielectric grease. Dielectric grease is a must-have. And now you may be wondering, but Betty, you're buying dielectric grease. Isn't that a lubricant? Can't you lube your switches with that? And the answer is no, you cannot. No, it's too thick. A small tube, 0.33 ounce. That is really small. Look how small that is. But you know, that's all you need. You just need the $3.99. Wish it was free $99. And there was one more thing I wanted. I don't know if this is fair, but I'm gonna say it's fair. It's these sheets that I've been using lately called Noiko. Is that PE foam? So this is $50 and there's 34 sheets. So according to the calculator, $49.99 divided by 34 equals $1.50 per sheet. Now you can use this stuff for a lot of stuff, like sound dampening your car. But cars are expensive. No one needs a car. Now let's add that all up. $20.01. I would have to find that penny from somewhere. That's fair. That's enough. I'm sure you can find blue tape for like $2.99 somewhere. It took me about 5 minutes to spend all my money. All gone. No more money. I'm broke. So I have all of my supplies now for $20. And you may be asking, why do you only have $20? Isn't this a challenge? Well, the person that I'm going up against has never upgraded a mechanical keyboard before. You could say he's a complete noob, and considering that I am not a complete noob, this time I am disadvantaging myself by limiting my materials to $20. And he gets to use whatever he wants. He gets access to everything, so it's completely fair. Don't you be saying, but Betty, you're a cheater. No, I'm not a cheater. This is mine. It's supposed to have the Kale, Box, Hush, Silent switches, and then some janky caps. But that ended up being more expensive than his build, so we decided to keep it on a level playing surface. And in here are Echo CS Rose Reds, unlubed, completely stock. So they cost about 20 bucks. And then these keycaps were extremely affordable. They're the glorious Aura V2s in Pixel Pink, and that's also about 20 bucks. And that evens the playing field. See how it sounds. What do we have in the box? Oh, I thought the box would have bad tools, but it has one of these. I spent money on one of these. What? So if we take out the one that I bought, the price ends up being about $17. Look, all's fair and good now in the world. I feel a little bit cheated, but I think it's okay. Pads, blue tape, some gloves that I need for the foam, and dielectric grease, lube brush, flush cutters. I'm not going to be using this. Go back in the bag. All right, first things first. I'm going to take it apart. I'm hoping I don't need to take off keycaps or switches. I'm not going to be doing anything crazy other than mod stabilizers, but I do need access to the PCB. So my opponent has got all the money, all the tools. I'm honestly curious to discover how much money he spent in total. Since I know how much money I spent, I'd be very curious. Maybe he'll tell me. I'll ask him. He'll probably think that I'm crazy for only spending $20, but you know, maybe I'll end up proving a point. Is it more worth it to spend $20 on lubing your switches, or is it more worth it to spend $20 on random modding materials? So I have no idea what this keyboard looks like. 4 gaskets. The ACO Mod 007 is also gasket mounted, so it's quite fair. I don't know what it looks like on the inside. So plate mounted, you can see the ACO CS Rose Reds. This is a very pink build. It's hot swap. Oh, what fell? What is that? I'm going to put that in for the side for now. So the first thing I'm going to do is tape mod. We'll see if that makes a huge difference, because I think it will. According to the internet, tape mod is like the best mod in existence. Okay, the best part about this is I don't need to puncture any holes on this PCB, which means I could go ham with this tape. So here's one layer. I'm not hearing any difference. I'm gonna do 3 layers. That's pretty poppy. These gaskets are nice. Oh no, I do have to take off keycaps and switches. We bought switch pads. Ah, darn, that's like so much work. Oh well, it's fine. So the tape sounds great. Step number 2, the Noiko sheet. It's gonna go here in the bottom. So Noiko, this stuff is made for sound dampening cars. But as you saw on the Amazon listing, it's also made out of PE foam. And PE foam is known for making things extremely poppy. At least that's what the internet says. I'm just gonna make sure it fits, or else I'll be screwed. It'll close. Now the Noiko says that when you're using this, you have to wear gloves during the installation. So I have some gloves that I typically use for cleaning of the house. This stuff is like ultra sticky, and it's brown, and it's stuck. And that's it. That's all I needed gloves for. Put this down. I honestly cannot tell if it is better or worse. I have no clue. So the bottom casing is done while I work on stabilizers and install. The most excited to install the KBD fan switch pads. Let's go. You do get a bunch of switch pads in this thing. There's so many. I don't even know if I'll use them all, but I'm excited. I'm gonna take apart all these keycaps and all these switches, and yeah, that's painful. Aren't these keycaps so cute? So Sander is building his keyboard for his girlfriend, and I think it's a really good cause. Really awesome cause. When I'm done with this, I'll probably give this to like my niece or something. I think it's super cute with the pink and the colors and the cat paw. She'll like it a whole lot. Maybe too much. Also, I've been losing a lot of challenges that I've done with other creators, except the first one with Hippiotech, when I made the loudest keyboard, and you can check that, in the corner somewhere or on the screen if you're interested in checking that out. So if I had money betting in on all these challenges, I would have lost a lot of money so far. This is a nice tool. The included tool, very nice. Mistakes were made, but that's okay because tape is completely savable. Just tear off all 3 layers. But have I done switch pads? No, never. I've never touched switch pads in my life. Ooh, nice. So we take this PCB, take these switch pads, and I carefully align them onto the PCB without pulling your hair out. After a grueling half hour, I have completed the Poron foam switch pads. Now I hope they actually make a difference, because if not, that was a lot of effort. And then I'd be out $6. I say, I'm enjoying this project. It's really nice when you do stuff and you don't need to lube your switches, even though deep inside my mind, I worry that that could be the difference, the singular difference between winning and losing. Stabilizers, these are so dry. They felt ultra mushy. I'm really blaming the keycaps now. Time to use the $2 flush cutters to cut these feet. I haven't seen stabilizers like this where you actually need to clip the feet in sort of a long time. Sticking out there like nobody's business, like ancient stabilizer technology. I should lube the housings of the stabilizers, but I don't want it to be too sluggish since it's already pretty sluggish. I think lubing the wires is enough. Just don't want it to be ultra mushy. Alright, looking at it, you don't think I changed anything. I'm gonna meet up with Sander, see what he's got to show off after his hard work. We'll see who wins this, yeah?
This is pretty much what it has become.
Wow, it looks really good.
Thank you. I got the ocean blues and I actually lubed them all up. I like the feel of them. Actually, in the package, they already included like an aluminium plate or a polycarbonate.
What?
And
both?
Yeah.
Wow.
They're both in.
That's
so
awesome.
I was like, yeah, let's see how it compares. So I put like a little piece between underneath like the stabilizer feet. So I done that. I re-lubed the stabilizers, double-sided taped on the back on the PCB, because I mean that's probably better than not to do it, I guess.
Yeah. Do you like that sound, the tape mod sound?
Makes the guys more poppy, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah, it makes it more
like
poppy.
it. I like it. I also had this thing in the box. Not sure what this was for, but it's probably for on the back.
I think
like,
that'll make it more pop.
I was like, should I put this behind, like where the tape mod actually goes? It's like, I'll just leave it out and just tape mod it.
I got better things.
Yeah, exactly. Who needs all this stuff? I mean, lube that switches up. It took about
How long? 4 hours?
more.
More? First,
yeah.
Is it your first time?
First time lubing.
Okay, so it's got a lot of RGB.
Oh, yeah,
Those
you winning
gamers.
definitely on the RGB
No,
game.
people actually hate RGB. They think it's so like immature. I don't know. They don't like it. This is like $20. So cheap.
I mean, honestly, I think it doesn't sound bad, your keyboard.
Yeah, I don't think it's bad at all. I think the tape made it better. Their space bar is nice. The loser has to have their significant other do their makeup for them. I don't know what that is.
What's this right here?
I don't know. Alright, whatever that is, we got that. Wet and Wild lip gloss. No, it's not spray. Use it out. No. You only do half of my face.
See. Fuck her up. Stop moving.
My tip look good. It's very shiny. Thanks to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Skillshare lets you take a bunch of creative classes from different people. Want to make a YouTube channel or grow your Instagram or TikTok? There's classes on Skillshare for just that. I'm working through the YouTube success class led by MKBHD right now. It's super cool to be able to learn from creators that you look up to and see how their process is. Each class is broken into small bite-sized segments in which you can go apply what you've learned before coming back to learn more. Skillshare also has classes on productivity, video editing, and more. It's fun and engaging to learn and master new skills. Look at all these categories and classes. It's super fun, but also really cool to learn valuable skills that allow you to make money online too. The first 1,000 of my viewers to sign up through the link in the description will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare so you can start exploring your creativity today.